What's up, guys? Big Guy Bets back at it again with another free picks video. First off, you guys know I always like to say thank you for being here. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for liking the videos. And if you haven't done any of that already, guys, go ahead, like the video, subscribe. This is what keeps me doing these free pick videos. I just recorded my MLB free picks video. We're going to go ahead and link that in the description below. This is my college baseball one. These are where all my main guys, the main Big Guy Bets guys come from. And if you guys haven't already before seen a video, we are on a 15, actually now we are on a 16-7 run, guys, on free pick videos. We are absolutely on a heater. I don't know anyone else in the business that does a free pick video every single day and does it at a good rate. Okay, so 16-7 run. I don't know who else is doing this. Notre Dame -1.5. We did give out the money line on the previous show. I did, there are some people that got -130, but when I do post these videos, the lines go up, guys. College baseball is not a very heavily bet sport, so whenever all of us gang up together and put it on something, the books are going to see something's off and they're going to think something's wrong. Well, there is something wrong. You're putting out a shit line. How about that? No, but we are going to go on always take advantage of the books. So I actually had to, because I didn't even get this money line in time. I had to go ahead and take the -1.5 at -110. Still cashed, okay? A little bit sketchy at the end. They didn't win 9-6, but hey, 3 runs is better than 1.5. So we cashed there, guys. The free YouTube pay, again, 16-7 run. I mean, I don't know what else you guys want me to do. And then the VIP card, very small VIP card. There hasn't been too many games that have caught my eye. And guys, this is why I am the best in the business. When you guys see a card that says Mercer Moneyline, okay? I don't know anybody else that's giving out Mercer Moneyline in a VIP play and cashing, okay? Southern Illinois yesterday, Mercer Moneyline. I don't know just 3 or 4 teams. I know the whole fucking entire league, guys. I don't want to bet these guys every day because watching that baseball is like watching paint dry at sometimes, but the reason why I have to do that, there's not too many good games on all the time, but in VIP, guys, you always get the grub. We always get the grub in VIP. Those guys are my heart. They're the reason I go in every single day grinding this content, because they're the ones that are feeding me, which are then feeding the free pick people. So I appreciate all of those guys that are in there. But again, free pick video, cashed, and then the VIP card, cash, Mercer Moneyline, 2-0 overall, plus 1.5 units on the day. We continue to stack these winning days up, guys. That is what college baseball is all about. You basically build your whole entire bankroll, and then for some of you guys that don't stick with me after college baseball, you go ahead and blow it on all your fantasy football leagues, and you blow it on, you know, some moneyline parlays in NFL, because that's where the NFL gets you. They get all their money sucked from them here in college baseball season. Then once NFL comes around, we just throw it all away. Not here at Big Guy Bets, okay, guys? So again, another positive day. That's enough of that. We're going to go ahead to my store, guys. I will continue to promote this, okay, until the last one is sold. We have a college baseball season pass, okay? One more left, guys. It's only for $300 for the rest of the year, all my plays. You guys will win that back, I guarantee, at least within the month, depending on what unit better you guys are. And I will be giving out a futures play as well for a lot of you guys that are in VIP. Those futures, guys, I have not lost a College World Series future in 4 fucking years, okay? I know what it takes to win Omaha, and it's not the biggest deal in the world, but I mean, 4 in a row is pretty impressive, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and say. So, and 2 years ago, the final 4 remaining, I had futures on all 4 of them. Obviously not too big of plays because we're all about bankroll. But again, this is a huge opportunity. The last one there, we will have our MLB season long pass. If you came over from the MLB video, you guys have already heard about this. But if you use code MLB on my MLB season long pass, you guys will get 70% off. It ends up coming around $450. That is such a good deal for the remainder of the season. You get every play that I ever placed throughout the entire MLB season, from the first pitch to the last pitch of the year. You guys get that for $450 for 7 months, guys. Just an amazing plan. And if you guys can't afford that yet, I understand. Go ahead and subscribe to my free plan, guys. I love all my free plan people just as much as I love the people in VIP. So go ahead and grab on that. without further ado, guys, let's get into what this college baseball slate looks like. And again, it's another small one. So we take advantage of these small cards just as much as we take advantage of the big cards. We have some big dogs playing tomorrow, though. We got Stanford, Virginia. Fuck Virginia. We got Mississippi State, LSU, Florida, Ole Miss. And we also, we have Virginia, BYU. We also have UC San Diego, Santa Clara. Not a terrible one. Not one we're going to be talking about. Starting off with Stanford and Virginia, two teams that honestly couldn't hit the broadside of a barn right now. We did actually get betting lines, guys, which is very surprising, but we did get some betting lines. And right now, I was really hoping that we could get this Stanford-Virginia game at a decent price, at least on the over-under. 11 does seem a little low. Obviously, I wanted to get the under in this game because both teams can't hit, but I'm also a little bit scared taking that over-under because both of those teams can't pitch sometimes. So, and if these teams get hot at the right time, it's just one of those things. Both of their aces are going to be throwing on the mound tomorrow, but that doesn't mean that both of those teams will go deep, and both bullpens are absolutely trash. So 11 definitely seems a little low. I was hoping we could get like a 13.5 so that we could juice that under, but we're probably going to stay away on that one. In terms of Florida and Ole Miss, guys, this specific game doesn't really have anything calling to me that I can really speak to unless you are on VIP. But one thing that I will say in this Florida Ole Miss series, Florida is on a skid right now. They are not playing very well. They're 0-6 in the SEC. They haven't played very well recently, which is obviously not a great thing overall. I mean, 4 in a row is not great. They've obviously played great competition. The only wins that they've had, though, within the last 2 weeks are against Jacksonville and Florida A&M. So not the two most impressive victories, but also Tennessee and Georgia are two buzzsaw teams. I think that they're going to be able to take advantage of this matchup this weekend a little bit. But Hunter Elliott is a very good starting pitcher and obviously probably one of the best lefties in the country, if not for Jamie Arnold in Florida State. So, and as for LSU Mississippi State, this one, obviously, you can probably chalk this up to the Tigers in terms of who's going to win this series. They are coming off of a series loss against Texas. They definitely had a quick bounce back by absolutely shit pumping the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. But Mississippi State's been off and on. You guys can check out their schedule here. They played okay against Oklahoma. I mean, they hit a pretty good pitching staff, but they also don't really hit very well. So LSU in the box, that's a really hard place to win at, but you don't get any value there. I mean, minus 395 is not the greatest value I've ever seen. So I'd go ahead and probably stay away from that because, I mean, Mississippi State could pick them off. Definitely not in that first game, but they could pick them off at some point, but definitely lean LSU in pretty much every game that series. They're going to be ready to rock and roll at the box. So again, they've played a few good teams here and there. Honestly, LSU, whenever they've been tested, I feel like they haven't done anything too amazing, to me yet that says, oh wow, like I really love this team. I mean, obviously going into Texas playing against that team, but if you guys don't know, this is Texas' first year in the SEC. So the fact that Texas is already beating them, 2 out of 3 games, yes, they're at home, but at some point, what do you think that a new team, new culture, you would figure that LSU has that culture with Jay Johnson, but they just honestly weren't too impressive this last weekend. So it's kind of a weird mix of emotions for this specific series. But again, definitely would lean them as a bounce back in the SEC. I mean, you drop 2 games at Texas, you're going to have to come out and take this one against Mississippi State. So definitely like them game 1, probably like them every single game this series. So as far as West Virginia, BYU, for those of you that have been following the channel for a while, I love BYU's Thursday night starter. Plus 2.5 is, I guess, a little enticing. West Virginia is not a team, honestly, that I've watched play too much this year. I did watch them play a little bit against Arizona last week when we had some money on them in VIP when they had that 16-inning game. But besides that, I haven't watched them all too much. They've obviously had a pretty solid year after losing J.J. Weatherholt to the draft. They still have obviously impressed, but I mean, have they played anyone that great besides Arizona at home? Not really. BYU has definitely not been impressive either to this point, at least in teams that they've played. I mean, yeah, there's not really anybody that jumps off the page. Obviously, it's just one of those things, though. Like a team at home, traveling across the country to play them. I mean, I definitely lean BYU in game one, and then from there, I think we kind of see how this game was played, and I'll have a better reaction to this next one. And then the UC, yeah. So, going into the free pick, guys, I did not see that the lines did come out before this. I wanted to go ahead and take the under in the Stanford Virginia game, but just not enough for me to warrant taking something there. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and give you one of the ones I really liked for VIP. Okay. I am going to go ahead and take the Florida Gators plus 114 on the money line, okay? You guys know I've placed Florida Gators one other time, okay? In my free pick videos, and it was against Florida State in a midweek on the road, okay? You know who won that game? The Gators outright plus 150. This specific time the line's a little bit shorter, which is a little bit leaves me a little bit hesitant, but in this situation, guys, obviously Ole Miss has one of the best left-handed pitchers in the country, and that's the thing that gets me a little bit of pause, okay? But Florida is coming off of and just playing like absolute shit. One thing I do know about Florida, though, they do hit lefties pretty solid. And not saying Hunter Elliott is an easy lefty to hit off of, and definitely not a pitcher you would want to see on a skid, but Kevin O'Sullivan is not going to let his team go into SEC play 0-7. I just don't see it. There's just no way that I see this team go into the SEC play 0-7. I can't foresee that happening. There's just no way. Okay, they did screw us a few times last week, but they played two teams that literally, if Omaha started today, those two teams would probably play in the championship, if not be the Final Four, Georgia and Tennessee. Ole Miss is not on the same page as this, okay? I think that they may be looking at this Florida team maybe at a little bit of a down spot, okay? I think that Hunter Elliott obviously is a solid pitcher, but Florida really does have to come out of this game and beat some ass. One thing that I noticed when Ole Miss was playing against Arkansas was any right-handed pitcher that came out of the bullpen or started for Arkansas, Ole Miss struggled with a little bit. Gabe Gackle isn't one of the best pitchers in the country. He's one of the hardest, but I wouldn't say he's one of the best, and he kind of touched them up a little bit. So did Jimenez for Arkansas. He also pitched pretty well. I just see too many holes in that Ole Miss offense against right-handed pitchers, especially elite right-handed pitchers like Florida does have tomorrow. So in this situation, like these games are pretty tight overall, but I think this Florida team will be able to come out and take care of business, honestly, in the first game of the series. I think that if they really, really, really need to get back on track, it's going to be against this Ole Miss team, against their ace that did not throw too well in his last start, guys. He can be touched up, especially against teams that, Missouri touched him up a little bit, guys. And in a situation like that, I mean, look at this. 3 earned runs. Yes, 7 Ks is great. But I think that if Florida can touch him up a little bit and get to that bullpen early, they can go ahead and win this game. 16 strikeouts is not something you love to see, but that is against Missouri, okay? At the end of the day, that's one of the worst teams in the SEC. Will I say that this is a full unit play? We're going to go ahead and put a half unit on this free play. Because of the slate being so small, we do have to go ahead and take advantage of different lines that we do like. But because tomorrow's such a small slate, again, I don't like to press money where we don't see fit. This is the best fit in my opinion, and we're getting it at plus money, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take that for a half a unit, guys. It's my first half unit play on a free play, but again, we preach bankroll management. I think that Florida goes ahead and finally gets their first win in the SEC. They have what it takes to honestly even win the SEC, but they just have not been playing that way. I think Ole Miss is a step down. They're a tier down in the SEC in terms of Georgia and Tennessee. So they are going to go ahead and take a victory in this first one. So go ahead and lock that in, guys. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. Seriously, I love my college baseball fam more than any other fam I have. My college baseball guys are going to ride with me to the moon, into the MLB season, into the frickin' sunset when we're all getting under our graves. So I love you all. Thank you all. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one. Best of luck tomorrow. Opening day for MLB as well. We'll see you.